This icon means that this is a licensed event. Licensed events offer different experiences based on your chosen license level. Clean driving grants access to higher license levels, but incurring warnings and penalties will limit the range of licenses you can use. You can choose which license you drive under from those you have access to. Driving under higher level licenses will deliver a more authentic F1 experience. There are bonuses and benefits to driving under a
Well, a warm welcome from the commentary box to this F1 World event. What a glorious day this could be for one. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Today's F1 World Challenger lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Tsunoda, Albon, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Joe, Magnussen, Gasly, Sargent, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Now, Anthony Davidson, take me back to when you first made your debut and give us some practical advice today for our F1 World debutante.
Well, yeah, I mean, Crofty, it can be an intimidating time, definitely rocking up for your first big event like that. But you've got to have faith in your own abilities and have faith in the practice that you've put in at this point. And, I would say above anything else, just go out there and enjoy it and try to finish unscathed as well. Easier said than done when it's your first big competition. Just keep your nose clean and get through to the end. That's the best advice I can give.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, DRS is now available. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 10.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're sitting in 7th. Your last lap time, 1 minute 43.9. Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going. And Verstappen's behind. They're on fresh softs. Time last lap, 1:38.9. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Nice one. Very lovely drive. On to the next one.
Oh, that was just brilliant. It was super clean and we got the win. Well done.
They've delivered an outstanding performance today and under intense pressure to take a well-earned victory at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure. And no doubt, they'll be celebrating tonight. We've gone wheel to wheel, we've seen thrills and spills. Who knows what's coming next? So join us again for more F1 World action.
Nice one. You've just earned an upgrade. Upgrades can be equipped in the garage, so it's worth going there.
And welcome from the commentary box to our latest F1 World event. The prize today is victory, but that prize can only be won by one. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest track in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And today's F1 World Challenger completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Russell, Stroll, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Joe, Gasly, Magnussen, Albon, Sargent, Bottas, Ocon, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Anthony Davidson, here's a big question for...
Okay, mate, I know it's tough in there, it's hot in that cockpit, but your tyres are even hotter, so you're going to have to work extra hard to keep them cool. It matters for performance. Okay, mate, we're going for P1 today. P1, let's get that win. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind, 10.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 9th place. And the time last lap, 1 minute 28.7. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 0.7 seconds. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Norris is behind you. They're on fresh softs. Your last lap time, 1:26.5.
Nice one. Very lovely drive. On to the next one.
Yes, there it is. We got to the end. There's the checkered flag and you hit that target position. Good stuff.
There it is then, victory in the Italian Grand Prix, an historic race and an achievement they can be immensely proud of. Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. So many races, so many stories. Who knows what the next chapter has in store for us all? So join us next time out for more thrilling F1 world action.